Hey my friend, how you doing today? How is everybody doing? Drajan, I'm doing good. How are you, my friend? How is everybody doing? Okay. So the topic of the day is the mistakes in dog breeding that we're gonna discuss. Hello, brother. I'm from India. Welcome to the live stream. Excellent. The Japanese wife too. I didn't not want. No, she's not Japanese. She's Russian. She is Russian. She is not Japanese, my friend. If you remember, we met here 1 year ago. So how is everybody doing? Yes, you remember. So we are 23 people, 20 people actually online. Can you mention your name and where are you from? And do you guys own a pet at home? And like the screen, guys, to invite more people. So Melissa Thomas, Melissa Thomas, USA, Oklahoma. Welcome, Melissa. How are you doing today? May I know, do you have any pet at home? So we're gonna talk today for the mistake during the breeding. No, I don't. No, I have not. You have it in the past. I have to go. I look after my dogs. I can't stay for long. No problems. No problems. Hey, great day. 2 minute Dutch and one border collie. Oh, do you have any livestock? Or you just have it for fun? In Washington State, I have 9 cats and a livestock guardian dog, but he's not really a pet. I have cow too. Melissa said, lol, I wish no. So you don't like livestock. I understand this. But I but I can but I can't forget my dogs. I found him astray in the city. He was about 3 months old and all his paw was burned. Oh, that's a pity one. Hello, Kazakhstan. How are you, brother? The more selective you are, the better when it comes to breeding. Yes, Carlos. We're going to talk about the selection, but we're going to talk about some mistake during the breeding. That some people, when they are at the beginning, they do. He weighs about 150 pounds. He's about 3 months, 3.5 foot tall, and he is the biggest baby cuddle bug that you can meet. He's from Kyrgyzstan, not Kazakhstan. Okay. Sorry about that mistake. Cheers from Mississippi, old wise lion. Have you seen Elon Musk this morning in Costco? No, my friend, I was not in Costco, so how I can see Elon Musk? Did he make any video, or did he make any statement when he was in Costco? Okay, let's talk a little bit about the mistake that some people, or everybody can make mistakes, so that's why we're here to learn from mistake and not to repeat some mistakes, which will be better for us. Where are you located? I'm located in Boston. My dogs not well or thrive on constant human attention. A pet a few times ago is good enough for him. Oh, I understand this. Okay, I'm gonna talk about the mistake that some people do when they start to do the breeding of the dog. One of the reason of I'm doing this topic is for education purpose and to have a better idea. Make sure that the mother is healthy, not worms, and vaccinated. I'm gonna talk about that too. The mother, in fact, should be vaccinated, but not after the pregnancy, because sometimes the vaccine can create abortion or miscarriage in animal. And even during a pregnancy, it's necessary not to give even the tablets or chewable that you need to remove the worms from the dog. It's very necessary not to use it. And even antibiotic. It's better during the pregnancy for 63 days because the pregnancy in dog lasts 63 days. Nice meeting you. Peace out. Nice to meet you too. Have a good day. Okay. So for the dogs and the mistake during the breeding. It is very important that the dog, female and male, should be mature and should be well developed and well grown before you plan to breeding. It is very important because most of the dogs, they come in the first hit or in the first estrus after 6 months old. It's better to skip the 2 estrus in dog. So the better age or the best age for the female to have the first time to use as a bitch for reproduct and for offspring should be 1.5 years. And for the male dog, it's very important to be mature at least 2 years old. It is very important for people and for dogs too that the male and female not to grow up together. Doesn't matter that they can be different bloodline or different pedigree. It is very important because it can create problems. A female can see this male dog as a brother, and she gonna start to refuse, and she gonna be aggressive even when she's in heat. And most of the problem is common in dog, and especially in livestock guardian dog, in American Pit Bull Terrier, but in other breeds. For this reason, the female should not race with a dog or should keep separated. It's very important to keep them separated because they have these problems. The females start to refuse the male when they grow up together, when they create those close bonds. Some female has no this problem, but especially the female or the dog that it will become first time mom, they have the tendency to create this problem. They refuse the male that they grow up together. Another problem is in the last 2 weeks of the pregnancy, you have to separate the female from other dogs. If you have a kennel and you have a lot of dogs, and this female is in this moment pregnant and is in the last day of the pregnancy, the female should separate it in a quiet place to avoid the stress during the pregnancy. Because some female, when they feel overstressed in the last time of the pregnancy, they start to eat their puppy. And this is one of the strange behavior that some female can show up, especially in the young females. But this, or in the first pregnancy, but this can happen even in the second or third pregnancy. If the level of stress on her, the lack of minerals and nutrition, and the acoustic stress from other dogs can bring this strange behavior in the female dog. Okay, I'm gonna start to read some of the comments so I have note to. Is your jacket filled with a ghost feather? It's great, yes. A male dog can stand breeding at 8 months old. No, I will not suggest at 8 months old. At 8 months old, the dog is puppy. The dog needs at least 1 year and a half, 2 years old to be completely mature, physical and mentally. It's very important about that. Yes, some people can use those American Pit Bull Terrier and they breed so early, but it's not the best age. Even the sexual maturity in the dog, it's not 100%. So you have to understand this. 8 months old, the dog is still a puppy. What don't you know to talk about? Hold on a second. Can you go away from... I don't want to see your face anymore in this life. I have 3 years old husky female bitch. It doesn't guard or bark. What to do, brother? That's a strange one. If she doesn't guard or bark and she's 3 years old, I don't think that she's gonna change the behavior. She's gonna remain like this. She's a quiet dog. It is not just a proper age. In the first time breeding, it's about proper weight and size too. This goes for the first time breeding in livestock. That's what I'm talking about. Because in that period of time, the male, for example, will get the most 90% or 98% of him, even though physically he is mature. The mental can go a little bit further. The female the same, so that we need sexual maturity and we need anatomical structure maturity too on the female. It's very important. Because the reproduction tract need time to be mature. Yes, they can come and they can show the period in after 6 months old, but this doesn't mean that the dog is full mature for breeding. The dog is immature in this moment. It's immature, so You have to give time to the dog to grow more. I have 3 years old female. I read it this. The female should be at least 2 years old to breed, in my opinion. 1.5 years old. It's very good. It's adequate for the female. I will give him maybe 1 minute. I bet 100%. 8 months old is no way too young to be. Sorry, guys. 8 months old is way too young to breed for male or female. It's way too young, but some people, they just come and do like professional. They are just amateur and they do a lot of mistakes. That's actually an abuse on animal. What you are doing, you are using a puppy to become a parent. How a puppy can become a parent? So you tell me, do you think the Central Asian of Cherka will get along with dog it was raised with? Depend. If the dog come from the fighting bloodline, it will be a problem. When they grow up, they most of the time they put the hierarchy in other dogs and they start to be very aggressive. One, just like I told you about my neighbor breeding the Akita 7 months old. That is the breeding a puppy. That's what I'm talking about. But people, they don't have no education. They just do experiment with dog all the time, and they come and they make statement. They make like they are smart, and what they did to breed the 8 months old puppy, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. This is the same thing in human too. That's what I'm talking about. When we have to deal with unprofessional breeders, when we have to deal with beginner, you're gonna see those kind of mistakes. Too many backyard breeders try to get a quick cash grab. Yes, because they think only to earn incoming. For that reason. But I'm telling, I'm a veterinarian. I'm professional about this. What I'm talking about. It is very important to skip the first hit and even the second hit in the female. It's very important. It is very important to allow the dog to get full mature, body mature, and sexually mature. Because if you breed those dogs in those young age, first of all, some of them can get spoiled, especially the female. If the female will get pregnant in the young age on when she is a puppy, you stop in this female the process of growing start to be stopped because of the sexual hormone, and completely the hormonal cascade start to be spoiled. Yeah, it is the animal that suffer the consequence. For sure, it is the animal that suffer the consequence. Sometimes, because the puppy can be full grown, they cannot give the birth, so you need surgery to remove the puppy from her. The puppy can be, because they can be dry, and they can die inside the uterus of the female, and you need immediately the surgery. Immediately the surgery about this. People are selfish. People are not just selfish. People are uneducated, stubborn, arrogant, and they think they know everything. And they I don't know in what planet you can say that the dog 8 months old, female and male, is able for reproduction. It's not normal, honestly. Yes, the most chance is you're gonna use the female in that moment. The female that you are using for offspring, you has the high chance to lose her in that moment, in that age. It is very important. Experiment have been done a lot. We are not talking about. We are talking about what is the best one. What about 16-month male breeding? 16 months, 1.5 years, 2 years, it's normal. The best age for the male, especially for the livestock guardian dog, 2 years old. It's the best for them. Still, when they are 16 months old, they are still immature, they want to play. Have a veterinarian on call just in case of emergency. But yes, they needed to have a veterinarian on call just in case of emergency. But the higher chance for this breeding to become a problem, issues, it's higher when you allow the male and the female in the young age. It's not normal. It's not normal. People are selfish with animal a lot of time. It's only about the animal. Oh, they don't care about the welfare about the animals at all. No, they don't care. Those type of breeding. Norbert Kovac. Hey, how you doing? I mean about the person, not animal. Yeah, I understand about that. I understand very well what you are talking, Moonshine. I understand, but people have this tendency. They see the animal like a factory to generate money. And they just go and ask some people, and some people give completely wrong information about that. Even in breeding, it's not good, but people are doing that. In breeding, it's not good. We have a lot of breeds that come for inbreeding, and those factory breed or man-made breed that come from inbreeding, they all the time have healthy issues. All the time they present in the veterinarian clinic healthy issues. A fragile animal all the time. That's why people like to risk. I understand this, but I'm talking to avoid the mistake. Yes, an animal are not object. They are living being. They deserve so much better. I understand this. In animal husbandry, in every species of animal, we allow the full maturity time for them before we put them in breeding. In the farm animals too. Thank you, Emiliano. I value your opinion. You are a professional. Carlos, you are very welcome. That's what I'm talking about. People can have different kind of opinion, but we have studied them and we know the best time for reproduct. We know the best time, even in the male dog, 8 months old. You're gonna not accumulate or select the best gene from this male. The gene in this male are not dominant in this age. The quality of sperm in this male, it's not full mature. You have to understand this. We need the quality animal. We need the proper time for breeding. Another problem of breeding is in the young female dog, especially first time mom, and in huge dogs or large dog. You have to be careful because some unexperienced mom, when you create the whelping box, it is very important to build properly, because when they roll down or when they walk, they can step on the puppy. And those huge dogs, when they don't have enough space. When the whelping box, it's not enough space on her, and she has no too much space to maneuver, to wake up or just to go to drink water. Yes, the whelping box. It is very important to build properly, to have enough space on her, and to have adequate temperature. It's very important in small puppy, not to be cold, especially, and to have the air condition during the summer, to be present of the oxygen, so the puppy not to get asphyxiated. It is very important about those, the temperature one, especially in the winter season. If you have puppy in the winter season, they must be warm. Yes, the mother can warm them with their body, but still the outside temperature can reflect. If the weather outside can impact the whelping box. It is very important. Separate them from other dogs. If you have a kennel which you have many dogs, it's very important for her to separate in a quiet place, and the whelping box must be in this quiet place. It's very important during the breeding. Basic on my experience, we had it a lot of problems, a lot of problems when the female, and we never breed those females again, eat their puppy. We had 2 or 3 times these problems, and we just skip those female. We never use them for breeding anymore. So we just give it away in the farms, but we never breed it anymore. We had it, those problems in Kavkazский Volkodav. I had it, this problem in American Pit Bull Terrier too. But it can happen in almost in every dog breed if they are overstressed during the last days of the pregnancy, the lack of nutrition, the lack of minerals, lack of water, the presence of other dog bother the mom. When the dog bark too much, she gonna feel bothering, because it's a new feeling. Giving birth is a new feeling, and it's a trauma for animals and trauma for human too. Giving birth considered as a trauma. It's a traumatic process. Let to be natural birth for every animal. Giving birth is a trauma. You have to understand this. It's very important. That's why the food must be very good in that moment. When the female should be vaccinated before they get pregnant, not to vaccinate during the pregnancy, because some side effect of the vaccine can give abortion in the pregnant female dog, in the cat too, in every animals. We don't use vaccinated when it's the time when they are pregnant. Even ivermectin or another like fenbendazole, another that we treat parasites in them, we don't give it in those moments, because the body of the female is very sensitive. It is very important. The high level of stress in female, the high level of stress, they can elevate the level of cortisol, and we can have a miscarriage in this moment. Or if for people who don't know what is the miscarriage, I'm gonna say the abort. So the female can abort if the level of the cortisol in the blood is so high. But this must be the persistent level of cortisol, not just in one day. 1 day or 2 day high level of cortisol will not give abortion, will not cause an abortion. But if the high level of cortisol continue for a long period of time. Maybe because this female feels stress about the temperature, can be a climate stress that can cause. It can be the environment around other dogs barking all the time. So you have to be a little bit carefully, especially in the young moms when are for the first time. Also, don't overhaul newborn puppy. Give the mother plenty of space. Don't overcrowd her and stress her out. Yes, it's very important. You can leave the food and water and she gonna, because in the first moment that they start to give birth, they are focused on puppy. They don't come to eat or to drink in that moment. You just let it her in her place, and when she wants, she gonna go drink water and take food, because they're gonna need water, because the highest percentage of milk it's water. So you have to understand they need to in that moment. It's very important about that, not to make those kind of mistakes. It's important to give during the pregnancy supplement on dogs, high quality supplement with minerals and vitamins are good, because you help the mother to not to remove from her body calcium, natrium, and other minerals to build the skeleton of the puppy. So by giving like this, by supplying her during the pregnancy with a supplement, minimize the chance for her to have healthy problems like milk paresis. It happened especially in the farm animals, but it can happen even in pets. It's very important to pay attention about this. If the food that you gave it's not enough, has not enough nutrition. And this goes for all animals with newborn babies. Yes, it goes for all animals. I've thrown breed coyote hounds. Goat milk does wonders. Goat milk is very good. It's very rich in nutrition. It is very rich in nutrition. If you have the chance to give goat milk, it's good. It will help. It's rich with nutrition. It's more dense than the cow milk. Goat milk is very, especially when if they are from the mountain goat. Mountain goat milk is very rich with nutrition. It's very important to avoid some mistake when you are a first breeder. Sheep milk is not bad, but it's too rich with fat. Too rich with fat. And it can create constipation. It can create diarrhea sometimes, especially when she is in the last day of pregnancy. Depend how the body will react about the sheep milk. If she is used, if you are using her by giving sheep milk, you can give, but don't experiment with the sheep milk. Good to know, thanks, you are welcome. I remember a little from the past who saw us for the first time cuddling when he was on, said, "We are a little puppy." She led us to her puppy, happily wagging her tails. I'll digest protein right after animal work. Physical oil, fish, eggs are all beneficial. Yes, They are all beneficial. All fish, it's good for skin, it's good for cardiovascularity system. Yeah, but the stray dogs are like that. So the stray dogs has this tendency to be nice. Not all of them, for sure, but stray dog are very smart. And I've seen stray dog and stray pet. They bring the puppy to you. They bring the kitty to you when they trust you. They come. I've saw that. I've saw that many times. They want to show you their puppy. They want to show you their kitty. They do like this, I know. It's a way of trust. It's a way to make you to feel friendly with her puppy, with her cat, and why not to feed? They are very smart. Animals are smart too, are not, because people think that animal doesn't have reasons, doesn't think. No, they do it with a purpose. They understand. For this reason, they show up. It was long time ago, but it still remember that endless love and trust. Yes, they act like this when they trust you. They act like this. They want to show their baby to you. They don't know how to explain by talking because they cannot talk, but they show with their behavior, with the gesticular of the body, the trust. They show with the body language. Okay, so did you guys enjoy this live and this topic for today? I pick it up the most common mistake that the breeders can do and how to avoid. Because during the breeding, people can make mistake and the issues can happen. But at least to be not from your side as a breeder. So by following those steps, you avoid a lot of problems, a lot of issues that can be happened. You avoid those. You take those precaution. And you put in practice. For sure that they're gonna be people they say that, oh, we can breed in 8 months old. Yes, they can be people like this. I'm not surprised. But especially with a female, when they are puppy and they in that moment they get pregnant, there is a higher percentage of chance that this female to have problems to give the birth without any human assistance. It's very problems. What do you mean what breed? In most of the breed, 8 months old, it's not full developed. It's not full developed. The uterus as an organ is not full developed. All the reproductive system, it's not full developed. What kind of dog I'm breeding? North Caucasian Volkodar. Okay, maybe it's time to end this life. I know that some people wanted me to stay a little bit more. I understand this. But we're gonna see you together in the next live stream. I hope you enjoy this kind of topic of today. I prefer not to talk just for one dog breed, but to talk a little bit about the general problems, the general issue, and how to give a proper solution. It's very important to talk about this. I see in this kind of way to share a little bit the knowledge and my experience. Okay, guys, I wish everybody have a good day or a good night, depend of the time zone that you are located, and see you in the next live stream. Bye bye. I will watch what I missed. Thank you. Okay, just watched Kevin Cash. It's about the dog breeding mistake that we should avoid.